Okay, body armor buyer's guide, and we're taking a look at some different options as far as armor goes. And what we're looking at here is a plate carrier with steel plates. This isn't the ideal setup for everybody, but it is a pretty efficient setup depending on how much money you want to spend on your gear and what you anticipate needing the gear for. So what we're looking at here is a plate carrier. In other words, there's two ballistic plates. These happen to be steel plates. And they're in a carrier, and the carrier in this case is coyote color. It's made by Condor, and what it's designed to do is to hold a plate in front of you, to hold a plate in behind you, and to give you that extra layer of protection. Because if you need plates, you're usually going into some rough territory. They also give you a lot of PALS webbing. Most guys, when they're wearing a plate carrier, don't like to wear a chest rig on top of this. So what they'll do is they'll just mount some pouches here with some magazines and first aid to get them into the fight if they're going to be going this way. It's got a lot of Velcro on it. In this case, it's to hold the plate flap up, but at the top here it would be for insignia, blood type of patches, names, and that kind of thing. We got some quick releases. If for some reason you need to get this carrier off quickly, you can do so. You can see from the side, because they're steel plates, the one advantage of steel, or one of the advantages of steel over ceramic, is the thinness, or is their width. So they are quite thin compared to ceramic, so you'll see it's quite a slight profile compared to some of the other stuff we've been looking at. The Condor stuff has sort of a shape to it to keep it cool, because these will get hot. It's got a clip on the side with this elastic thing to help work as a keeper. It's got some elastic in the strap itself so that you can breathe this way. Looking on the back side, we've got some heavy strapping underneath the PALS webbing to go to this handle, which lets you carry the plate carrier when it's off, but it also, if this guy was wounded, it gives you a place you could pull him from. The belts, I just kind of Velcro them to the back here. Again, we have a large flap here where the plates come down. We've got some holes, drainage holes, I guess, in case it gets wet in there or sweaty. And coming back around to the front, that's pretty much a tour of the plate carrier. If we go inside, I'm going to go ahead and take it off of this flak jacket holder. And we're looking at those plate carriers again. Again, not too much width for that though. A lot of this is the padding and then this air circulation pattern. This is what the plate looks like. These are from Arizona Armor. They have two different styles. This is their more heavy duty style. This can take, if I remember off the top of my head, it can take a few 7.62 by 39. It can take a 30.06. It took quite a bit of abuse. The 223 can punch through it because of the speed and the size. But to give again some comparison to this steel plate with this ceramic plate, quite a bit thicker on the ceramic, and you know, just a little bit different shape. I can tell you though, some difference in weight for sure. So anyway, it flops right, it goes right into the position here. Now this carrier doesn't care what you put in it. I could put this ceramic plate in there and it would fit just fine. However, in this particular setup, I leave it the way I got it from Arizona Armor, and that's with this steel plate. Now what's the advantage of having a steel plate over ceramic? It's basically this out the door with two plates and the carrier costs quite a bit less than this one ceramic plate alone would cost me. So cost-wise, quite a bit. And I don't know how often you're going into a situation where you need armor, but if you're only needing it for, you know, potential problems, a little easier to fit on the shelf as well. Should mention too that the steel, you know, it doesn't have a lot of advantages over the ceramic as far as its ability to take a hit, but you know, it is definitely smaller. You can see that that whole carrier, it's not much, you know, thicker than this plate alone. But the other thing is that plate, that ceramic plate, is quite fragile. If I were to drop it on end, I could do some damage and basically make it ineffective, where these steel plates, I mean, everyone knows what a steel plate, you know, it can take quite a bit of abuse before it actually becomes inoperable. And for what we're using it for, it needs, you know, penetration abuse up front. Dropping it isn't really going to do anything except potentially make it a little more uncomfortable. Now it is shaped with one curve. The ceramic plates do have the advantage of having a triple curve usually, but you know, again, this isn't designed to be something you wear every day because it's comfortable. It's designed to be something you can leave in a truck, you can leave it in a drawer, leave it in the closet, and when you need it, you've got it. So again, a Condor plate carrier and 2 Arizona Armor steel plates. Okay, we're taking a look at the weight of the Condor plate carrier with 2 Arizona Armor rifle rated steel plates. We know that the rack here weighs 3.5 ounces, and when we put the rack in the plate carrier with the plates onto the scale, we get just about 22 pounds on the dot. So looks like, if I'm doing my math right, we're looking at about 18 pounds 11 ounces worth of plate carrier and steel plates. So 18 pounds 11 ounces for 2 of the large rifle rated steel plates inside of a Condor plate carrier.